I'm Drew Hammer, and this is Godchat 11. And I just am amazed that people are in such an uproar about the 10 Commandments being in a courthouse, being in schools, being in anything public. It just amazes me because I'd like to read through exactly what the 10 Commandments say, and if nothing else, it deals with morality and how humans should behave. And if it truly did come from the Lord, which I believe it did, I think we should pay attention. So let's go through this real quickly. I have a cheat sheet right here. And the first one is, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And if Jesus came to earth as God in the form of man, God doesn't want us worshiping any other gods. The second commandment says, you shall not make for yourself an idol. You know, an idol is not necessarily a golden calf like we read in the Old Testament. Anything we put before God is an idol, period. If we put our job before God, if we put our husband or our families before God, it's an idol. I actually was obsessed and I believe had an eating disorder and was exercise anorexic. And that became an idol in my life. It was more important to me to be the skinniest girl in college than serving the Lord. I served the Lord, but I think I put the other first. God's just telling us what not to do, and it saves us from getting in a lot of danger. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord thy God. I can't stand it when people take the Lord's name in vain. His name should be revered and should be holy. And then it says, remember the Sabbath by keeping it holy. When I grew up, you couldn't have soccer games on a Sunday morning when we should be in church. What is wrong with that? Keep that day a family day and unto the Lord. Honor your mother and father. Many people say my parents don't deserve it. God says honor them anyways and your days will be long. He will honor you for doing that. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor, and you shall not covet, which means desire or want what other people have that's not yours. So why is this such a dilemma that we can't even teach our children these things when these are the right ways to live our lives here on earth? It's definitely a good question.